I'll admit Donald again, and I am recording. All right, well, Providence, I really appreciate you putting this call together. Curtis, Donald, it's nice to meet both of you guys. My name is Chuck Williams, and, Providence kind of mentioned I've got a background in network marketing. I really started out in corporate America. At the age of 24, I can't believe it, but some company made me the general manager of a plant, an industrial laundry plant down in Texas, at the ripe age of 24. And so I worked in corporate America for a number of years. And then my boss took me to lunch one day and introduced me to network marketing. Happened to be the giant of them all, Amway. And that's where I got my education. 7 years of Amway. And the thing I really took away from that were some great solid relationships I still have today, but also personal development and the need for and the love of personal development. The opportunity that we're about to talk about tonight is called Tapestri. And we'll just back up a little bit. My last real big success was a company called Shopping Genie, which later got bought out and changed to Shopping Sherlock. Had about 80,000 people on my team, not all at one time. A lot had quit. That was over a long period of time. And in 2010, we were doing extremely well. And the concept of the business was we had an app, and you install the app on your computer. Cell phones weren't that popular back in 2007, 2008 when we started. They became more and more popular as we went forward. But I hired a young man named Walter Harrison. And that's really the real connection between Providence and myself is this young man, Walter Harrison. I hired him at the ripe old age of 22. He was 22 years old. I had known him since he was a teenager. He went to youth group with my kid at church. So I've known him for a long time, nearly 20 years. At the age of 22, I hired him with the sole purpose of him teaching this old man how to get downloads on the internet, get installs on the internet. And back then, mostly it was on the computer, but there was some mobile just coming into play. He did so good that he was getting thousands of installs. Now, we were getting paid like $1, $2 per install. And the premise of the company was that those installs, people would use them to shop. When they shopped, we get paid by the affiliate partners on the back end, like Amazon, eBay, Commission Junction, and so forth. About 90 days into this, we thought we'd hit the mother lode. We just thought we'd hit gold because this young man was getting so many installs. We're like, there's no limit to this. The internet is our gold mine. It's amazing. But I had some issues with the ownership of that company. And like a lot of companies, they made some really stupid decisions. They lied to us, which was the main thing. And once I couldn't trust them, I was done. I literally walked away from a six-figure income, multiple six-figure income. And I let Walter know that he wasn't being fired. He didn't do anything wrong, but there was no longer an opportunity. I wasn't going to be paying him anymore because I was leaving. Instead of going back into corporate sales, which I pulled him out of, he was making a six-figure income as a 22-year-old in sales. So the guy's got the it factor. Instead of going back into sales, he had tasted being an entrepreneur. He had tasted what was available on the internet. And so he actually developed his own app at 22 years old. This was back in 2010. He started a company called Growth Systems, and he literally got somewhere between 7 and 10 million installs on his app. There's a couple years into this, he was making some money through shopping affiliate programs like we were with a Shopping Genie, when he discovered that the real wealth was not in shopping experiences and purchases like we had tried to capitalize on. The real wealth was in data. These businesses out there were willing to pay a fortune to understand why people went where they went. When they ultimately bought something, again, they weren't so much worried about what they bought at the end. They were worried about how they got there so they could better market and predict behavior. And so he hooked up with some major companies. I mean, we're talking about Fortune 50 companies that wanted to know behavior before sales reports came out. And he's got lots of stories about it, but he literally started making millions of dollars by his mid-20s. And about 5 or 6 years ago, he was bought out by a company. And that company was headquartered in Europe, England to be exact, UK. And they had an office in Chicago. So they paid him millions of dollars for his company, which was called Growth Systems. And he took over a company called Complementrix. The whole premise of that company was they had seen how he was using this app that he got 7 to 10 million out there to get data that they were selling. And so they shifted their model, and instead of trying to get their own app out there, they went to already established apps like the weather app and 25,000 apps out there, everything from dating services to you name it. And they would basically ask the app company, would you be interested in another means of monetizing your app? You know, you might be advertising, you might be selling stuff, you might be doing whatever you're doing to monetize, but would you be interested in another means to monetize your app? Well, as most business owners you can imagine, they're like, yes, yes, yes. And so he gave them a piece of code that they put in their app that fed him data from their app. And now he has access, I forget the exact number, Providence, but it's like 200 million mobile devices. He has access to that data today. And he's making a fortune selling it. Well, for the last several years, he's been telling me as he would come home to visit his family for the holidays, because his family is still here in the St. Charles County area where Providence and I live. He would tell me that his dream, his goal, one of the things he wanted to do in his life was to create a business like the Shopping Genie that people like us could give away an app and get paid. He said, you guys had the right idea, you just didn't know how to monetize it. And he goes, I know how to monetize this thing. And so this past year, Christmas, he and I met the day after Christmas at a coffee shop, and it was over in Cotterville, Providence. And he basically laid out for me what he wanted to do. He wanted to pay people for their location data. That's the main thing he wants up front, is their location data anonymously. He won't know it's Donald or Curtis or Providence or Chuck. You just know this mobile device number is here, here, and here. And businesses love that data, and they're willing to pay a hefty price for it. And so his model was, he said, Chuck, I'll pay the end user, the consumer that installs our app, $5 to $25 a month. $5 to $25 a month just for having this app on the phone. And so you guys can do this little exercise. We've had people doing this lately. Just go to your apps on your phone and see how many apps you have on your phone. One lady had 100, the next lady had 130. I don't have that many, but I've got 20 or 30. And then you just simply ask them, are any of them paying you up to $25 a month? And while the obvious answer is no, they're not. Well, this will. And we're being transparent and upfront with people, telling them why we want their data and why we're willing to pay them a portion of what we earn from it. That's really important, guys, because Walter has seen the trends and understands that Apple and Microsoft and all these companies and even the government are getting more and more concerned about privacy and people doing what Walter was doing, which basically was taking data and selling it without people's express permission. And so by getting out in front of this and getting express permission, we're willing to pay them a large percentage of the revenue we create for selling the data. So let me spell this out for you, and I'll just stop and take some questions. And if you're interested, I'll show you how to position yourself to make a six-figure income in a very short period of time. The way this works is the end user, the person who installs the app, and it's not live yet. By the time most people see this recording, it will be, because you're looking at a couple weeks and the app should be live. Well, we've already got it approved with Google, the Android. We're in the final stages of getting approved with Apple. And once those are approved, you're probably looking at somewhere between June 30th and July 4th will be the range where we plan to launch and go live. So once that happens, anybody who installs the app, and it's invitation only, so they have to be invited by one of our affiliates at this time. We may change that in the future, but for right now, it's solely on us as affiliates. As they get your link, they install the app, they are going to earn, the person who installs the app is going to earn $5 to $25. Now, they're not going to get paid upfront for installing the app. There is no pay for recruiting people, recruit affiliates. There's no pay for people installing the app. The money is in the data. And so it's a 30-day window that they want to collect the data, and then they'll pay on that data the 15th of the following month. That's how it works on the $5 to $25. Now, what's also cool is it doesn't cost anything for the user to get the app. It's free. They go to the Google Play Store, they go to the Apple Store, they install it, it's free. Once they are earning their $5 to $25, the person that referred them can be a user or an affiliate. Let's just talk about the free user for a minute. As they refer friends, they're going to make $1 per month on every friend they refer. $1 per month on every friend they refer, no limit, no quotas. You don't have to do so many a week to, there is a certain amount that you have to do. I think it's like $10 in commissions in order to receive direct deposit in your bank account. So there's a small minimum there to make it make sense, but there's no quotas, or there's no, we've all probably been in business where you had to bust your rear end at the end of a month to qualify for certain stuff. It's not that way. I mean, you got, and it accumulates every month. You're adding more and more users because you can pay that dollar not once, but every month. That's all for a free user. And that's really what got me most excited about this was for the first time in my life, everybody was gonna make money. I've never been in a business where everybody made money. And Walter's offering that to people that don't pay a penny. They become a user, they get paid for their data, they get paid for referring friends. What he hired me to do is to create an affiliate program to branch out and get people that would help us promote the app. Now, as you know from his past experience, he's good at getting installs without us, but it's a costly experience for him. He found a way that he gave me a certain budget. There's a couple dollars per app that we could use to pay affiliates. And so he gave me a clean whiteboard. He said, Chuck, I trust you. Whatever you want to do, draw it up. And so I came up with 25 years of experience in this industry. I came up with all kinds of different ideas from different compensation plans I've seen and been a part of. And every time I would show it to my wife and my daughter, who have been involved in everything I've ever done, and they would say, Chuck, it's too complicated, too difficult. You can explain it, and it's exciting when you do, but we can't explain it. Make it easier. And so I kept making it easier and easier. So I really came down to the most simple, basic compensation plan you're going to see. We call it a 2-tier affiliate marketing program. So on your first tier, just like the free user, you're still going to get $1 for every app you give away. So whether you're a free user or an affiliate, you get $1 on every app you give away on your first level, not once, but every month that app is active on their phone. Being active simply means they have it on their phone and they're allowing location data. When it says location, they push always. That's our part to train people. That's one of the reasons he wanted to go with an affiliate program, is so he'd have us out there explaining it instead of the internet trying to explain it. An affiliate pays a $9.95 monthly fee. $9.95 monthly fee. The paid affiliate pays that. And the only thing that does is it gives you a back office, it gives you a link, it gives you access to training, but most importantly, it opens up your second tier. So now you're getting paid $1 per month on all the active apps, all the active users on your second tier. So basically for us who've been involved in networking, it's your friends, that second level, it's your second tier. If you enroll one user who likes it and gives it away to 100 people, as an affiliate, you get paid on both the one friend and the 100 that friend gave it to. So that's the meat of the compensation plan. And again, I don't try to push my religion on anybody, but I'm a Christian. And one night I was praying, and I'm like, God, I can make money with this. I can teach people how to make money with this, but I'm not excited about it. I need something exciting. Give me an idea. And I kid you not, the next morning I wake up with this idea. And I've not seen this in any other compensation plan. The idea was very simple. It's a matching bonus. I've seen that in lots of compensation plans. But most matching bonuses I've seen have been 10, 20%, 25, and it's only on your first tier. My idea was, let's make the matching bonus sexy. Let's make it exciting. I also wanted people to help us get more affiliates. And so I'm like, okay, let's combine the two ideas here. Let's set up a rank, which we're going to call super affiliate. And a super affiliate is someone who goes out and brings in 10 new affiliates. 10 people paying $9.95 a month. Now, in most networking opportunities, finding 10 people is not that easy. In this, it is. You're looking at giving away a free app. They make money, you make money. And by paying the $9.95, you pay them the second tier. It just makes sense. It's not hard. We've already had, we're up to 98 people who've already done this since April 7th. And the app's not even live yet. When that goes live, watch out, guys. And so the matching bonus, when you have 10 personal affiliates, you become a super affiliate. And that is something you have to maintain month to month. Doesn't have to be the same 10, but you have to have 10 active in order to be considered a super affiliate. As a super affiliate, guys, fasten your seatbelt, because I'm going to show you an example in a few minutes here where literally in a month or two, you can set yourself up for a 6-figure income. As a super affiliate, you get a 50% match on those 10 affiliates that made you a super affiliate and any other affiliate you enroll. And you also get the 50% match on all of the affiliates on your second tier. So if you're bringing in users who see the app and they start hearing word and they upgrade to an affiliate, those count. If you bring in a user who refers someone who becomes an affiliate, that counts. It doesn't matter how they get in first and second tier, but every affiliate on your first and second tier, whatever they earn in their first and second tier in dollars for users, because that's where the money's coming from, you're going to get paid a 50% match. That is extremely exciting when you understand. Now, the other piece to being a super affiliate, which is also pretty exciting, is there are going to be people that just go to the Play Store, the Apple Store, and they just find out about us because it's a hot app, and they just install it without being invited once we take off the invite only. When that happens, that person is called an orphan because they don't have a parent. None of us invited them. That orphan is put into a super affiliate pool, and those orphans are distributed in rotation basis to all of the active super affiliates. So you're getting a 50% match on all the affiliates in your first and second tier, and you're getting free users that could eventually become affiliates given to you by the company by being a super affiliate. So we made super affiliates so sexy that everybody who wants to make money is going to go for it. And we've already seen the results. I've got people on my team today who have never done anything. In 25 years of being in different companies with me, they're pretty much just customers. And they might stumble into one or two people that they accidentally sponsor or enroll. They've already become super affiliates. It's amazing. So let's stop here. Any questions about the compensation plan itself? And now I'll give you a quick plan about how you can earn a six-figure income. Any questions?
Honestly don't at this time. I feel like it seems super simple. I love it. And yeah, I'm just ready to, yep. I just wanted to get this meeting here and take off with the races, you know, so.
How about you, Donald?
I don't know if can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm very interested. Everything sounds good. Happy to be aboard and just kind of get my feet wet with how the process works and everything. So, but I pretty much understand the concept. I think it's neat that, like you say at first, I mean, companies been doing this, the government has been doing this for a long time now. And now that consumers or people that, you know, our information are being shared, you have the opportunity to get compensated for it. I think.
Yeah, your biggest objection, guys, is going to be I don't want people tracking my data. I don't want people to know where I'm going. And so it takes just a little explanation that that's already been happening.
That's
and then
true.
they immediately get it once they realize that. But at first, the first instinct will be, nah, that I don't want anything to do with it. I'm trying to hide my identity. I don't want to give it to somebody. And so you have to, I actually have learned to put that in my initial conversation to where that's not an objection because I cover it right up front. All right, with that being said, it's getting late, so let me cover this real quick with you guys. And Donald, I see you're in a car, so you might not be able to write this down, but you can later. It's not that complicated. Let's go back to what I was talking about. You become an affiliate, you pay your $9.95. Your first goal in the business is to find 10 people that want to make money. Recruit 10 people, share this with enough people to find 10 people that are willing to pay the $9.95 a month to get started as an affiliate. That's your first goal. I know of at least 2 people have done it in one day. So it's not a year-long project here. You know, get the word out there. Don't try to talk people into this. If they don't get it, they don't get it. People usually get this right away if they're going to get it. So your first goal is to get 10. Now, once the app goes live, and my pitch is going to change in a couple weeks because it won't be when it goes live. It'll be now your next goal is to personally get 100 installs and then teach your 10 to get 100 installs. That's critical. It's not hard. Some people will do it in 2 or 3 days. Some people will take a week. Some people take 30 days. Some people may take 90 days. If they go 1 app a day, it's 90 days about. And so I don't care how long it takes them, but if somebody's going to come in and pay $9.95 a month, you want them to buy into at least getting 100 apps out there. You guys think that's doable?
So 100 installs is just a user downloading the app.
Yep. All right, so that's critical that you understand that piece right there, because that's where the money comes in. The money does not come in. The $9.95 is nothing. In fact, one of the reasons we did the Founders Club membership, to where you get 12 months free, is we wanted to prove to people that we don't need your $9.95. That is important to the company's financial structure, because we're using that for salaries, staff. You know, there's a lot of support, legal. There's a lot goes into a company like this, and that $9.95 is going to defer those costs. All the money that's being paid out is paid out from the data being sold. So, are you guys with me? Are you and your 10 each doing 100 installs? So let's do the math real quick. You get 10 people, they obviously install the app, and then they also, you get 100 apps out there yourself. You're making 110 bucks a month just on that. You guys with me? If you're not, let me know. You give 100 apps away, you get 100 affiliates. Each of the affiliates obviously want to have this app too. So you can do it one of two ways. You can say you get 90 plus a 10 or 100 plus a 10, doesn't matter. It's no big deal. But let's just say it's 110. So with just that effort there, you're making 110 bucks a month. You guys all with me? All right, now you teach your 10 affiliates how to do the same exact thing, but forget about the recruiting 10 affiliates right now. Let's just teach them how to get 100 apps. So now I got 10 people that each get 100 apps. That's 1,000 apps in your second tier. Make sure you get that. Nod your head if you do. 10 people, they each get 100 apps. You got 1,000 apps in your second tier. How much are you getting paid on your second tier? $1 per app, right? So right there, you're making 1,000 bucks a month. How many people in your previous organizations have made $1,000 a month?
Yeah.
In my case, there weren't never many of us. I always made a nice 6-figure income, but most of my people barely made enough to pay for their products. Here, 10 people getting 100 apps each, they're making 1,000 bucks. Now, where it really gets exciting, you put in 10 to begin with, remember? So you're a super affiliate. So you now get a 50% match on that 1,000. So you're not making 1,000, you're making 1,500. So you going out and becoming a super affiliate, getting 10, helping them get 100 apps each, you're looking at a $1,600 a month income residual. You guys with me?
Love
All right,
it.
now is where it gets fun.
Yes.
You're making $1,600 a month. Your 10 people are making what, 100, 110 bucks a month from their 100 apps? 100 bucks a month they're making. Do you think they might want to do what you did and get 10 affiliates and get the 50% match? Absolutely.
Exactly.
So you teach your 10 to get 10. And again, in any other business I've been in, that's a stupid number. We had trouble getting 2 to get 2, much less 10 to get 10. But in this, it's different. So your 10 get 10, so they all become super affiliates. And now that second tier of affiliates, 10 got 10, so you got 100 affiliates on that second tier. Guys, shake your head if you're with me. You got 100 affiliates on your second tier because your 10 each got 10. Now those 100 affiliates on your second tier all go out and get 100 apps each. How many apps do they get in total? 100 times 100. Somebody be brave. What's 100 times 100?
10,000.
How much?
Is it 10,000?
Yeah, just keep saying it. I love that number. All right, now think about this for a minute. That's your third tier. Do you get paid $1 on your third tier or just your first and second? Just your first and second, right? However, your affiliates on your first and second tier both get paid on that about 10,000, and you get a 50% match on your first and second tier. So what do you make?
5,000.
5,000.
10,000. That's where I used to stop. If you do all the math, it's closer to 12,000 a month with that right there. We call that a global affiliate. A global affiliate is someone who gets 10 super affiliates personally enrolled. When you do that and you teach those people how to get 100 apps out there, which that will be the focus of our training as a company, is teaching people how to get 100 apps. Because we're not having this conversation on webinars in public. We're having this conversation with leaders. To the public, we're teaching everybody how to make $100 a month. 100 free apps. That's what we want to teach everybody. Leaders like us, now don't go out and make income claims, because the last thing we want is to get us in trouble. So we're not making income claims. I'm just showing you how the compensation plan works, and I'm giving you an example. And just to help you understand the compensation plan, but it does work. 10 to get 10, teach everybody to get 100 apps. You've set yourself up for a 6-figure income. Any questions?
Yes. So, as Providence sent me the link, that's going to be the same link. Is that the same link that I'm going to send, or my link just for users? Is the user and the affiliate link the same?
Great question. No.
Okay.
The link you're using right now is solely to pre-build the affiliate team, and it's just to enroll affiliates. We're using a link, I think it's tapestri.io/members/join/now/your username. That's the link you want to be using. Okay. Because all it does is it enrolls somebody. Now, you can't just send it to somebody. You got to give them a couple videos or something up front to where they understand what the heck they're enrolling $9.95 for.
Sure. So at this point in time, we're looking, until app drops, we're looking for affiliates.
Yeah, there's no sense worrying about the installs right now. I'm telling you guys, we'll give you the tools. That'll be easy.
Okay.
But right now, pre-build your team. Okay. If we launch, let's just say worst case scenario, we launch July 4th. And I say worst case, I don't control Apple. I mean, they could come back and say we got to completely redo our app, and it could take a little longer, but I really don't think it's going to. I think worst case scenario, we launch July 4th. You've got between now and July 4th to basically build your team, and they only have to pay $9.95, and then they get 12 months free. Now, it's still going to be a great deal after the app goes live and they pay $9.95 a month, because then you'll be able to show them the app, and you get so much more credibility. They don't have to do it on faith that it's going to happen. And it's even easier now because Google Android has already approved us. When we started doing this pre-build, April 7th, the app was still under development. And so you guys have a big head start. It's already been approved by Android. We'd already have a good business. We just had Android. Okay. But we will get Apple too.
Okay. So whenever I signed up last night, it showed that, just because I want to be squared away on the $9.95 for the first 12 months, it showed that I would be billed July 16th of for the $9.95. Is that going to be taken off of there, or?
Great question. What happened was we decided to do this halfway in the middle here. Yeah. And so we're doing it all manually. So what will happen is support will go in, and before your 30 days, they'll suspend your subscription for 12 months.
Okay. Because that was the $9.95 is not an issue to me, but like if I'm sharing that 12-month, I want to make sure I'm sharing it.
Yeah, and make sure you share that up front. We're trying to train people to tell people they're going to see that, but we literally go in every day and we try to keep up. But if we get a few days behind, it's a long weekend or something, but usually within a week, we've gone in and pushed out 12 months, and you'll see that.
Okay, excellent.
All right, tomorrow, every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, noon Pacific, we have a corporate Zoom call, and myself, Tom is the chief revenue officer. He's the one who goes out and sells these Fortune 50 companies, and he's the one bringing the rain. We say he's the one bringing the cash in from the sale of data. So he'll be on there. You can ask him questions. The founder, Walter Harris, will be on there, and then Danny Walker, who is putting all of our marketing together. She's a social media coach and trainer. She's phenomenal. She's building a huge team.
Sounds good.
But we're on that call every Friday at 3 p.m. You guys all need to jump. Hopefully you got a Facebook account. Providence will get you. I think I saw Donald for sure in the Facebook group. Make sure you get in that Facebook group. There's a ton of support and tools there for you.
Okay.
Any
Yeah.
questions before I stop this recording?
No.
All right, let me stop this recording.